5 years ago today, the wife of a North Shore fire chief was found shot and burned in the home that they shared. Who killed her has remained a mystery, with friends and loved ones questioning how investigators have handled Nanette Krentel's homicide. We chronicled those concerns in our investigative special Mystery in Ashes and in my podcast, Beyond Bardstown, Lacombe. Tonight, loved ones gathered in St. Tammany in hopes that they will keep the case alive.
When we have joys, we yearn to share.
This is the statement she always made.
We remember Nanette.
As long as I have my guns
As long as we live,
and the cameras
Nanette too shall live.
and I'm at home, I'm safe.
We remember Nanette.
But she wasn't. 5 years ago today, Dan Watson learned his daughter, Nanette Krentel, was gone. She had been shot, her body burned in the home that she shared with her fire chief husband, Steve. The mystery of who killed her remains today.
I've lost many loved ones, but I know that I'll see them again.
So friends and relatives gathered to honor her memory at her final resting place,
We remember Nanette.
and the St. Tammany Sheriff's Office.
I assumed that very shortly after there would be an arrest and we'd be making progress, but 5 years later and with technology and forensics today, it's hard to believe that we still don't have answers.
Krentel's family hired their own experts to help with an investigation they feared was mishandled by the sheriff's office from the start, as detectives thought early on Nanette had committed suicide. Did Sheriff Smith directly insinuate to you that he thought
Yes,
this was a suicide, that Nanette had killed herself?
to myself, Randy and Kim were also there, but we all three heard him say suicide.
We need to find justice for her so that she can finally, truly rest in peace.
The St. Tammany DA, Warren Montgomery, subpoenaed all the records in the case from the sheriff's office in 2020, starting an investigation of his own. Family members say his investigators have spoken with them as recently as May.
There will be justice for Nanette.
With that brings hope that they will find Nanette's killer. But even if they do, one man will never know. Dan Watson.
We unfortunately lost her dad back in October, and it breaks my heart. It breaks all of our hearts that he wouldn't be alive to see justice served, and he deserved to see that in his lifetime.
Now, at one point, Sheriff Smith hired outside investigators to take another look at the case to try and find the killer before the DA had subpoenaed all those records. At this point, they say the investigation is now in the DA's hands, and a spokesman for Montgomery said he couldn't comment on it because it is still an open investigation.